Hello everybody, welcome to another watch along. It's Spain versus the Austria. Big up to Rodders. He's the only City representative, I believe, who is featuring tonight. We have some former City representation in the form of Laporte and I guess Ferran Torres, even though I don't think he is starting. He is on the bench show, but we've got Laporte. So yeah, big up to Spain. Let's hope they win, because I will not be interested in an Austria-Portugal or Austria-Croatia game, in all honesty. So I really do want Spain to win. I did have them as my favourites to win the entire tournament. France are obviously, I think, probably the new favourites, given how they have started their games, where they've been decimating opponents. But there we go. How are we all doing, everybody? Welcome. One and all. How are we doing? Good evening to you, Melly. Good evening to you, Ryan. Hello to you, Ivan, True Citizen, Naveen. Nico G would have been a City rep if he played more of the season, probably, yeah. Eric Garcia, oh yeah, forgot about him. He's on the bench, is he? And technically, Pedro Porro. If we want to go that far into the proceedings, that is also a thing. For shorties. Nico Williams isn't starting, which is a little bit upsetting. Baina is, though, so, you know, fair enough. And Yamal is, which is nice. But no Nico Williams starting is a little bit upsetting. Is he still injured? Slightly. Is he still not 100% fit? If so, that is a shame, because he was a big boy at during their Euros win, of course. I don't know anything about this Monger, I'll be real, guys. I've got no opinion on that at all. I've negative insight or views on that signing, I'll be real. What are you recovering from, Lerm? Let me know. Are you okay, mate? You okay? It's 13, yeah, fairs. Yeah, Pedri is very fun. A midfield duo of Pedri and Rodri is pretty obscene, isn't it? It's not really fair. It's not really fair, is it? Let's hope for a nice, calm, easy win. Austria weren't terrible against Argentina, in fairness, when we covered them on stream. There were moments where they actually looked like quite threatening. Oh, sorry, Lerm. Nico Williams is still recovering. That makes so much more sense. I thought like you were ill, or you had a heavy night last night or something. I was like, oh, you're recovering from like a heavy night. Okay, fairs. Thoughts on the high altitude match at the Azteca? I don't know. I still expect England to win. I get it. It's not going to be a cakewalk, obviously. I expected us to relatively easily beat Congo, so maybe that means shit all. But everyone's like quoting me this, you know, or have seen it online, like the whole, they've played like 12,000 games at the Azteca and they've only lost 2. And I'm not being funny. they could well beat us on Sunday, Monday morning, whenever it is. But, like, have you seen who they've played? They've not really played anyone in those games. It's not like they're playing these mad nations in high-stakes games. So I don't really care about that record. I think it's all getting a little bit overblown. The fact... If City go away to Leeds, yeah, it's a hard game, but guess what? City is still the overwhelming favourites. So, like, I don't know, man. Anyway, kickoff's about to start here. Hey, there we go. Hello to you, Kazoo. Guys, good news and bad news. The good news, this is specifically things that have happened today anyway. The good news is that I am now the owner of a pocket watch. I don't know if anyone's interested in that. I wanted a pocket watch for my wedding, so you can like have like the chain in my waistcoat. Cute it is. Look how sweet it is. It's silver, and it's an authentic one. It's from the 1800s, which is pretty cool. It's like got like nice little flowers around it, nice little colours, which I think is quite cute. It technically works, but you'd have to wind it up every single day, and I'm not doing that shit. But yeah, that's cute. That's quite nice. Sounds cute. I like the idea of a pocket watch. Again, it's not necessarily foretelling the time. Not that much. Well, it wasn't. Oh, hello, Spain, early shot. Wasn't so. My parents are very kindly purchasing my suits for me. Because they bought my sister's wedding dress. So, oh my god, Jack, that's a class. I've just realised that. Yeah, that's really good. Fair play, fair play. They got my sister's wedding dress. So like, oh, well, we'll get you your suit then. So, and when we finalised the suit now, pricing, but there was still budget left. So they're like, oh, like, we'll also get you like a tiny pocket watch. So this, I believe, was just over £100. So it wasn't like that expensive. But yeah, it is an authentic one, as I say, from the 1800s. I don't know if it's Georgian or Victorian. I was just told 1800s. As I say, I don't know the exact era. The Victorian era started in 1837. That's when the Victorian era started. So if it was before then, it may well be Georgian. But that's really cool. So that's really, really nice. I like how cute it is and how wee it is. Yeah, it's quite sweet. I like the packaging as well. It's like a nice little case. That's quite cute. The bad news is that on the topic of vintage, accessories and whatnot, my VHS player audio is bugging. It's not working now, which is very upsetting. Now, in fairness, I've not watched a VHS in months, but it took me fucking ages to get it up and running, and now it isn't working. I wanted to watch a VHS today, and that was very, very annoying. It was a mystery VHS in my parents' house. So, and there was like no markings on it. It was, it was like a recorded thing. So it was like a recording of something or like a home video. So it was like, oh, what's it going to be? Now the video's still working. Oh, hello, wait. Austria might be in here, if they can get that ball. Oh, that's good defending by Spain in the end. But it was a bit last ditch there, a little bit sketchy so far by España. And yeah, we were like debating about, is it going to be a family video? I thought it was just going to be like an empty video, how you just got like empty cassettes to burn things on. It was a Man City match, as it turned out. I've not been able to pinpoint the exact year because I literally just like played it for like 10 seconds before I realised the audio was dead and I started crying. Austria with a long throw. Yes, Laporte, get that out of here. It was a Manchester City match from, I think, 1994. Because Alan Shearer was playing for Blackburn. And we had, like, Richard Edgehill in the team. So I think it was definitely from the mid-90s because that's when Shearer was playing for Blackburn. And the reason why we had that game recorded, was because my mum that day was in the VIP box because someone that she was working with or like a client or something. Oh, Yamal, it's a bad ball into Bailly. It was played behind him. It delayed the momentum and the attackers died. Not the best ball by Yamal. What a shame. It comes to Yamal here, though. It's a corner. And we can see. I don't know what the final score was because, as I say, I like turned it off after like I saw the lineups and after like 5 minutes into the game. I think it was 1994 maybe. City conceded the goal inside like the first 2 minutes, and the goal came from the goalkeeper passing the ball to Alan Shearer. So even in the analog realm, for something that was happened over 30 years ago, I still can't escape shit phase 1 play. Even if you want to go back all the way to the 90s, all the way to the analog era, I can't escape it, as it turns out. So, you know, that's a thing. You know, that was annoying. Literally, there was no pressure on the goalkeeper. It's not like they were doing a high press or anything. Goalkeeper just passed it to Alan Shearer. So, there we go. I might watch the rest of the game. I want to see exactly what year it was, because I looked at our record against Blackburn in the 90s, and there was one game where it was a 3-2. There was one where we lost 2-0. I think it was away. I think it would have been at Ewood Park. What was Blackburn's ground called? Something Park. Ewood? What's Blackburn's ground called? It is Ewood, thank you. So I can't remember. I only saw the first few minutes, as I say before. Oh yeah, and then because I had a bit of a paddy, and oh my god, because I got all my fucking cables behind. It's a mess, obviously. But the audio, you got analog audio, you got to deal with so many fucking cables. So I just got fucking pissed off because it's a big behemoth of a VHS player on top of a massive amplifier, and I was just getting fucking pissed off and rattled. I yanked it out and the S-video cable snapped, so now the video doesn't work. So that's a £5 mistake. So I've had to order a new cable as well. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can go get it taken to a place which is local to me, which does old stuff. It's where I got some old retro game stuff from back in the day. See if they can sort me out. But yeah, guys, that's the good news. That's the bad news of like the last sort of I don't know, couple hours of my day. Apart from that, it's been alright seeing my fam. How have you guys been today, though? What's going on? Not really spoke out of the game. I need to get that off my chest. That was upsetting me, to be honest. Pissing me off. You know when you just want technology to work, and it just bloody doesn't. What's going on what's going on there, you know? What's going on there? What's going on there? Really, Naveen? Wait, Naveen, how young are you? Oh, Olmo with the shot there, asking for a handball. You had a VHS player, really? You're not young. You're not too young for VHS. You finished college for the year. Love that from you, true citizen. Your last exam done or something. Baina. Oh, that's a good ball into Kukurea. Oh, is that a corner? It is. Fair play, Kukurea. It's a corner. Could Almo have scored. Thank you, Sarah, for the raid. Love that from you. How you doing? Finished mocks last month. Excellent stuff. Excellent work. How do you think you did in your mocks? You had VHS tapes, but you don't ever remember seeing a player. Yeah, VHSs was really on their way out in, I want to say, like what, 2003? That was when, that was around when VHSs started, well, that's when DVDs started to become a bit more relevant. You were still buying VHS tapes at that point, but that was when they were advertising your films as out now on VHS and DVD. And more people were moving over to DVDs. I remember our first, well, certainly in my dad's house, my biological dad's house anyway, our first DVD player was a PS2. That's how I was able to convince him to get us a PS2. Because I was like, look, it's basically the same price as a DVD player, but you get to play games in it as well. I was like, oh, fair enough. Good logic. See? You see? I knew what I was doing. Yeah, love that from you, Sarah. How you doing, mate? I did not see the Balogun red card. I saw he got a red card, though. Yeah, Sony... That's how Sony were able to massively succeed with that generation of consoles. Because that's why the PS2 was just the best-selling video game console at that time. Because it was as expensive, if not cheaper, as a DVD player, but you can play all these mental games, and that's how Sony were able to win that war against. I think Microsoft just came out with the Xbox around that time, which I don't think was a DVD player. Don't think it. I'm not 100% on that. I don't think it was, though. Oh, weird punch by the goalkeeper. And obviously, a Nintendo had the GameCube. You haven't missed anything from this game, no, Sarah, to be honest with you. You've missed me talking about my day and getting a pocket watch and having VHS player problems. Outside of that, you haven't missed anything in respect of the game. You got being history, seeing economics, and being business. But not ideal. But yeah, but those are mocks, aren't they? So that's like your baseline, isn't it? That's your baseline. Yeah? That's like a bare minimum level. Yeah? Which is good. That's a good foundation to build upon. That's the way to view it. That's your floor. Yeah? That's you in pre-season. Now think about what it's going to be like when you're in the Champions League final. That's the way to explain my mocks in football terms. So you'll be absolutely fine. And I'm sure that you'll revise a lot more for your actual exams and mocks as well. So no, that's not a problem at all. That's really, really good. I had a 3DS, absolutely. Why I learned from manga? No idea, Puneet. I know shit all about him, to be honest with you. Oh, your mouse beats his man. He's fallen over, though. It's not a foul. That smells... But he's 12, isn't he? So that's a signing where you sign him, and then I assume he goes immediately out on loan to a CFG club like a Girona or some bullshit like that. I don't know. But is he a left winger? Is he a right winger? Or into the academy? Absolutely, Jack. Yeah. Good point. So yeah, he'll... it's whatever. And now consoles don't have DVD slots anymore. Well, consoles, a lot of them don't even have slots full stop. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how you can get away with that. Especially in a world where games are a bajillion gigabytes. So unless you've got an external hard drive, you're having a bad time. Very, very odd. Don't really get that. I understand that there needs to be some sort of move away from physical media because it's you will run out of space. I get that. But at the same time, physical media is really, really good. I prefer to watch stuff on Blu-ray than to stream it, personally. I prefer to have it. I like to have the option to have it all. Because if you stream something, you don't truly own it, do you? Like, they could take it off Netflix the next day or take it off Prime the next day, whatever. You don't really own it. It's like Lord of the Rings. I've got my extended collection on Blu-ray, and I need them on Blu-ray. I don't even know if they're even on streaming platforms. But I need my extended collection, extended version of Lord of the Rings. I need all my Back to the Future films on Blu-ray. I need all my Star Wars films on Blu-ray. Ideally, I'd have all the James Bond films on Blu-ray as well. I saw they're and big up to you, True Citizen. I saw that they're releasing all the Sopranos on Blu-ray later in the year. I would be trying to get those. So I think I don't mind some things where it's like, oh, I'll watch this once and I'll never watch it again. I get that. But if there's like a series or a film series or just like a whatever where you really care about it and I need to be able to watch it at the drop of a hat, I want it on physical. I want it. And it's like games. I like having the physical game. I don't like downloading it. Don't like that. And I get that, you know, VHSs were incredibly bulky and that sort of thing. But I like having the thing. I like looking at it. Especially, maybe that's why I like retro games so much. I like looking at the NES tapes. I like looking at the N64 cartridges. And like touching them and having them. I think it's like the difference between a book and a Kindle. I'm not a massive reader nowadays, but Mrs. Nobbins is, and she loves the physical book and collecting and seeing it on the bookcase, rather than, you know, just having a Kindle and just having it. In an ideal world, you'd have both, wouldn't you? And that's a very old manism thing. I get that. You know, the kids these days are not going to care. I'm sure, and I understand the convenience point, and I totally get it as well. I've got limited space. I can't get everything on DVD. I can't get anything on Blu-ray because you will run out of space just by definition. You can't have everything, but you know, it is getting slimmer at least. Like, I mean, back in the day, if you wanted to watch like 3 episodes of Beyblades, 1 VHS tape, yeah, 1 VHS tape for like 3 Digimon episodes, which is mental, and one VHS tape would cost you like a tenner. And inflation, that's probably like 30 quid nowadays. You're paying 10 quid per 20 minutes of animated footage, which is mental, obviously. That's not sustainable or tenable. You can't store it all properly. So there we go. Gone are the days we downloaded movies or bought discs and cassettes and music. Good old days, and man, I know. Memories. Guys, in case you couldn't tell, this has not been the most enthralling game. I've been talking about the debates between physical media and digitalization and pocket watches for 15 minutes. You will not get that content anywhere else. A pivot from pocket watches to physical digital media debates to a Spain chance. I tell you that right now. Tell you that right now, team. Let's Beyblade. Bana 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 bana. Pow pow pow. Better. It's a classic Spain game. I've not watched that much Spain this tournament. We haven't. This is the first time we're live streaming it. I think I saw one of them. I can't remember which one it was though. But they were a little bit. Yeah. France have been the team. I'd say France and Argentina have been the teams I've been most impressed with so far. I guess England for getting the job done, but I've not really been impressed with them outside the Croatia game. You've been impressed with Mexico, Jack? Who have you guys been impressed with? Who have you guys been the most impressed with so far? Like any rogue shouts that I've not mentioned? What's a DVD? Oh God. Oh yeah, Viva Mexico! Hey. Score prediction. 1-0 Spain. Japan were fun. Oh, good times. Yeah, Norway. To be fair, yeah, Norway a little bit. I tell you who I haven't been impressed with. Fucking Belgium. I don't care they beat Senegal, man. That was the worst win I've ever seen. Fucking hell. So garbage. These little charlatans, and the fact they did it without Kevin or Doku on the pitch as well is absolutely mental. I don't know how Senegal did that, man. Yeah, big up to Morocco though. My fucking team, yeah. Of course I was, Naveen. I want Belgium to do well. Doku and Kevin. So as things stand, Nintendo, this is, and who knows, because some teams grow into tournaments, don't they? But so far, it's France's to lose, like clearly. It's France up here, and then whoever you want, oh, that's a really good ball! Oh, nearly Austria. And whoever is second, they're a clear level below France. They've looked so silky and smooth, and Elise being played in the centre is a really good decision. Unfortunately for Cherki, but it's a fantastic decision by Deschamps, and they've just looked a different level since Elise's gone central, man. It's actually not been close. So big up to Elise, because this whole it's hard to play in the centre, you know. Like I know, like a lot of Arsenal fans, and this isn't me having to go to Saka. I like Saka as a player, but it's just like when it's this idea that it's really easy to play in the centre. No, it's way harder to play in the centre than out wide. So when Arsenal fans say, "Oh yeah, Saka, just get him in the 10, he can do it." Well, can he? Because every time I've seen him in the centre, he stank up the gaff. It's not scalable necessarily to go out wide to the centre. So the fact that Elise's been able to do it like that is pretty exceptional. Because there's also a difference between, you know, starting out wide and drifting inwards versus he's there all the time. So Elise is a bit insane in that regard. Absolutely mad. Yeah, I saw Cherki's going through some personal issues. I wish him... Oh, good claim by the keeper. I wish him well, and I hope he's able to bounce back and be okay. You never know what people are going through. So I hope he's okay. We love Cherki, and we'll all be there for him. So big up to Ryan. Big up to him. Hopefully he's okay. There's something going on off the pitch, Naveen. That's what I saw. Yamal. Oh, the return back to him wasn't good enough. No specifics. We don't need to know specifics. It's not our place to know. It's not our place to know. But hopefully he's all right. Because as I say, you never know what people are going through. So I like to treat that with the... what's the word? Reverence it deserves. Thoughts on Madrid offering Camavinga to City? Not moved. If you asked me like 1.5 years ago, I'd be moved. But in July 2026, nah. He's seemingly in and out with injuries all the time. He's not involved enough with Madrid. He's regressed over the past season and a bit. Yeah, again, if you asked me like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 100%. Like, he would have been my dream signing at one point. Definitely. Like, in that period where we needed a midfield, I was like, oh my God, yeah, a Camavinga. Because we were actually linked with him at one point. It's like, oh my God, Camavinga, yes, hello. Bad ball by Austria. But I don't think anymore. Also, my eyebrows are always going to be raised when a big club, like a PSG or a Real Madrid or a whatever, is happy to move on one of their, like, star players. You know. And my immediate question, and there might be a, you know, reasonable things, but why? Why are Madrid so happy to offload him? If he is so good, why are they happy to get rid of him? Well, he was a star at one point, Jack. He was supposed to be a star. He was one of their... Oh, Yamal, excellent work. He was one of their best players once upon a time. So what's happened? Why are they so willing? And that's and that's it, Jack, isn't it? In their current squads, is he that guy? So are we happy to just take their... Is that what we want to be? Do we want to be a sloppy seconds team? I'm not saying it can't work out, but how often do those signings work out? In before, there's probably a million examples of it, but I'm always just cautious when a team that's big goes, yeah, you can have this player. Right, okay, why though? What are you not telling us? Why wouldn't you, if he's so good, why would you not want to keep him? It's very rare that a big team is going to be happy to get rid of one of their star players. You know what I mean? Very, very rare. So yeah, not moved personally. I tell you what, Spain might be moving here. Never mind. It's intercepted. Yes, indeed. Madrid also offloaded Danilo. Sometimes it's a matter of wrong place, wrong time. Barca offloaded Dembele. For what it's worth. Yeah. The Dembele one, though, he did sort of have to turn his whole career around. Didn't he? I don't think it was the incorrect call for Barcelona to offload him. He was just able to turn his whole career around. He was stinking it up at Barca. I think even in his very early PSG days, he didn't immediately succeed, so he had to do a lot of work there. So fair, I think he deserves a lot of credit for turning his career around. I don't know. It sort of stinks of like when Madrid were happy to get rid of Di Maria to Man United, and we all know how that worked out. Or what are other examples? I feel like there must be lots of examples, but I just can't think of them. Not necessarily Real Madrid. Well, Alvarez wants to leave. That's slightly different. Oh. Guys, we've got a hydration break. Nothing's happened in this fucking game. Excuse me. Interesting. Right, guys. Dick always happened in this game. I'll be honest with you. Hopefully it starts to pick up a little bit. My phone's on 3%, so I'm going to do this. They're not going to be in the hydration break because they need that ad money. They need that money. You know what I mean? They need that P. They need that P. And Camavinga doesn't want to leave Madrid. Well, why would you? Because let's be real, he's going to be earning a fat stack, isn't he? There's no doubt about it. He must be on surely insane money. And you'd expect that he'd want more moving to another club. So we'd have to pay a decent transfer fee and very high wages for an injury-prone player who has regressed over the past couple of years. Not moved. Not really moved, to be honest. Could fulfill his potential. Yeah, I'm not moved at all. I'll be so real. Again, if you had 1 year ago, 2 years ago, yes, but not anymore. You want Wharton? I'd be much more interested in Wharton. I'll be very, very honest with you. I'd be much more interested in Wharton. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think Wharton's going to go to a club where it's like, no, I want to be, like, sort of like basically guaranteed starting time. Whereas, is that going to happen in City's midfield? Probably not. Or maybe not anyway. I don't know how Maresca views it, to be fair. And he'd cost a lot of money, yes. So I think if he were him, he would rather go to a club where he's going to be starting week in, week out all of the time, rather than there's a question mark of, will, you know, this is assuming Rodri goes, obviously, because you'd guess that right now it'd be Rodri Anderson plus one other. And maybe that's Wharton, but I don't know if that's the midfield you necessarily need. Do you need what Wharton has if you got Rodri in the midfield? Maybe not. Maybe not. If I were Wharton, Link, I'd go to a different Premier League club, I'll be real. I haven't discussed him, Nunes, but there's nothing to discuss other than he's got a slander name in the making, like Detour. You know, you could definitely make a joke out of that, for real. No, I don't even know what position he is. Is he a wide player? Is he a winger? I don't want Ghana. Yeah, Toby, do you know anything about him? Because I seriously don't. Hello, pro show, Toby. Not if he chooses us, yeah. Yeah, get me a right back, honestly. We signed, it looks like we've signed or are signing that Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper who used to be on academy, so I'd assume that he's going to be our backup when Trafford is sold. So that's a thing, I guess. He's a striker / winger hybrid. Is that actually it, Jack? Is he actually Shay Charles' brother? That's class. Pierce Charles, thank you. That's so funny. That would be quite nice. I've no idea if we're going to... I'd assume we're going to sign... I've seen different things. I've seen that we're going to sign him and then keep him around the squad. But I've also seen some outlets say we're going to sign him, then immediately loan him out. So, not 100% sure yet. I also saw something that Trafford's going to speak to Maresca to assess what his role is when he comes back. The answer is going to be, you'll be the second choice because Donnarumma exists and he's earning the second most of anyone, so I can't bench him, obviously. So Trafford will be going. So it would make sense to have Charles as our backup thereafter. Oh, Yamal. It's a whip. It's shit. This Spain team, this Spain performance so far has basically been a Man City's approach in lots of games in 2026, where it was pass to Doku and see what happens. And so far, Spain are passing to Yamal and seeing what happens. It's basically as simple as that. Monga's a winger, proper winger, raw, not productive, one of those way. He could go on to be seriously good player, or he could go and end up at Middlesbrough. Right, so he could be. So is he sort of in that, like, Adama Traore mold where he looks incredibly threatening, but he might be a bit not productive, as you say, and is actually a bit shit? Oh my god, what touch by Olmo? Oh, he's techie. So like a worse Doku. What's he up to, Shimi? Keeper's likely to be sent back on loan, says Matty. Maybe. Oh, nearly a great touch by Olmo. Nearly. Oh, sorry, you talk about Detour Bear. That's going to be his name from now on. Detour Bear. Detour Bet. Yamal ball in. Corner Cucurella. Hey! And it's disallowed. What a shame. No, it's not. Hey! No, it is. I'm so confused. Is it disallowed? I think it's disallowed. That's disallowed. Boo! Stinky. Stinky. I wanted the fucking goal. What happened? Did Rodri pull someone's penis? There's no foul that I can see. Where am I looking? Where's the foul, guys? Well, genuinely, sincerely, which player am I supposed to be looking at here for the foul? I can't believe they've disallowed that. Looks like Kabasi impeding the keeper. Fucking hell, man. That's embarrassing that's been disallowed. Referee's also saying that it shouldn't have been disallowed. Yeah, that's pathetic. I'm all for the concept of we don't want football to be rugby, but also keepers are the most overprotected animal in the sport of football. And the amount of decisions they get is mental. So I can't believe that's been disallowed. That's just the goalkeeper being weak as fuck. It's a contact sport, for God's sake. Terrible, terrible refereeing. There's been some properly garbage officiating at this World Cup. I will say that. It seems like every other game there's a shite decision. I don't know if you guys are finding the same thing. Yeah, Jack, do you think so as well? I think it's been properly dog shit. And it's not even like it's been little decisions that don't mean anything. Like decisions that mean goals or mean red cards. Or like massive decisions that can change the momentum of games. Germany disallowed goal, another one. That Balogun red apparently wasn't a red. It got Germany eliminated. Yeah, it's pretty shit. I mean, yeah, I thought it was a penalty yesterday in the England game as well. Very interesting decisions are happening here. And in a knockout format, it matters way more than a league format. Way more. This is where normally I'm the sort of person to say a bad refereeing decision, just get on with it. You can still win. That's fine over a 38-game league season, but when it's one game and you're knocked out, oh, yeah, mal. It matters a hell of a lot more. So it does really need to be a lot tighter. And it's been shit. Oh, that's a nice ball by Baena. No! What a save by the keeper. I thought that was in. That was great work, to be fair. Is that the player's name I can't pronounce? Oizabal. How do I say his name, guys? Sorry, I keep forgetting. He did fantastically well there. Fair play. Do you not want to give that one as a foul, referee? Oizabal, thank you. Yeah, he did very well there. Fair play. When was the last time Spain had like at international level, a proper elite striker? Yeah, I'm thinking, because originally I was thinking Costa, but that was only at like club level. He never really did it for Spain. I think you'd have to go back to like 2010. And even then, Villa sometimes played out wide. If you want like just a pure strike, you'd have to go back to 2008 with Torres. Because like Villa was the striker in 2010, right? And then they didn't have a striker in 2012. And since then, from like 2014 through to this year, we've had what? Costa, who's been a bit hit and miss. Morata, who's weird, but I guess strangely effective. Oyarzabal now. It's like Brazil and their fullbacks. It's such a weird, because they're such an elite nation. They don't really have that many class strikers. Very interesting. Is it because everyone in Spain wants to be a techie baller midfielder? So that's why they're able to produce all of these like players like David Silva, Fabregas, Alonso, Xavi, Iniesta, Rodri, Pedri, Gavi, Busquets, etc., etc. Is that why they're able to generate all of these players, but they're not able to get a number 9? I don't know. It might be bollocks. It'll be interesting to know, because it's obviously got to start with development and in the youth, right? It's scary, isn't it, Mr. Ausch? Time is a scary thing, man. That was so horrifying when that happened. Like, I think, was it today or yesterday? There's another horrible footballing death, like a Palestinian goalkeeper got killed by an Israeli soldier or something like that. Absolutely horrible. Just why is the world such a horrible place? Don't like it, guys. Why can't we all just, you know, get along? Oh, Laporte's been done there. Sab it, sir. Clear the way. Easy for you, Laporte. Easy. We're in California, guys. Let me tell you one thing about California. They know how to party. California knows how to party. We are about trying to find Olmo. They keep it rocking. They keep it rocking. Big up to Tupac Shakur. Back from the dead, yeah. That is a reference to California Love by... Oh, Yarzabal. Great finish. Excellent. Excellent ball. They've deserved it, Spain. They have been on top, and the deadlock is now broken. They were robbed of a goal earlier, and they finally get it. They were inspired by Nobbins' California Love. Tupac Shakur. There he is, guys. That is the Tupac sign. West Coast, West Side. Say what you say, but give me that bomb beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Saxon. He's onside there, is Cucurella. Lovely ball. Deceives the entire Austrian defence. Cucurella, the new Real Madrid player. And there we go, bop. Don't get out of Nico Williams on the pitch. Respect my Bilbao babe. Real basketball, your agenda sickens me. Great finish, though. Yeah, nothing the keeper can do. It's just a great cross, in fairness. Fair play. Great goal. There it is, Olive. He's quite old though, isn't he? Isn't he like isn't he in his late 20s? How old is he? Yeah, he's 29. Why isn't Morata here, by the way? Like, why isn't he even in the squad? Was he just not selected, or is he injured? What's the R&D saying on that? Just not selected, Fez. Even when I don't rate him, I feel like he's normally selected, though. Ferran Moggs. Crazy. He's just shit. Fair enough. Morata's such a weird player, man. He's played for all these elite clubs. Oh, Yamal. God, oh my God, he's so lovely. No way. Oh, if that went in, I would have... Oh. I don't get how he's played for all these amazing clubs, Morata. Well, all these big clubs anyway. Because he played for Real Madrid, he played for Atletico Madrid, he played for Chelsea, he played for AC Milan, Juventus, Jack, yeah. I just don't get what is it about him? And yeah, that's the thing. They were big transfer fees as well. Very weird one. He's fallen off. Galatasaray, was it? So that's more of a Morata situation. Just a weird one. Oli, unfortunately, he's going to be a Barca boy for his life. He'll do a messy path. He'll stay at Barca all his life, and then he'll retire in the US or somewhere like that. A walking money laundering scandal, yeah. Oh, space for Olmo here. It's opening up a bit. Oyarzabal again. Oh, I thought he was going to take it on his right then. What footed is he? Is he a lefty or a righty? He scored the goal with his right, but what is he typically? I mean, he might do. Who knows? To be fair. He's a lefty, okay. Yeah, he was trying to work it onto his left. I thought he could have hit it on his right. I guess that makes sense why he wanted to do that then. Fair enough. That makes sense, team. That makes sense. Yamal! Come on, Lamine. Ball back into him was dog shit. Oh, Pedri. What a little cutie. Yamal's so good, isn't he? Fucking hell. Well, boy. Yeah, definitely, Ryan. It was a poor start, but they switched it on after the hydration break. Could have scored a couple. Have scored one. Clinical. Yeah, clinical power. Come on, Rodri. Yes, he won the ball back. What a boy. Easy. Who was that who just won it back? Baina, well done. Yeah, Rodri's playing all right. He's right. He's won a couple of loose balls. He's looking decent. No idea what this mystery injury is. I don't know what that's all about, because he seems to be playing quite well. So I don't really know what's happening there. Quite confused. Kukureya. Baina. It's a corner. He wanted to charm the media affairs. Tucking his shirt into his shorts will always be funny. What a boy. He does what he wants, you know. He can pull it off, you know. He can pull it off. I do like the classic look where you'd have like a really, you know, like a 90s baggy shirt, football shirt, and you tuck it into your shorts. I do quite like that look, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. You got to be good to be able to do that. And here you can. Baina, ball in. Goalkeeper comes for it. Referee doesn't want to call a foul this time. Olmo was weak there. But Austria give it straight back to España. Pedro Porro of Spurs. Spurs are popping off this summer, aren't they, guys? Isn't that fascinating? Does it also speak to how... I don't know what that was. Am I being too, like, you know, philosophical about this? Or does it speak to, like, what's wrong with football that a club, can finish 17th 2 seasons in a row and is still able to spend, like, 400 million quid? Because they've already spent, like, 200 million, right? And they want to spend way more. Oh my god, Austria have an overload here. Oh, the touch is bad. Well done, Rodri. Well won back. The danger is over. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you should be rewarded for nearly getting relegated 2 seasons in a row. I feel like there's something wrong there. Especially when you're, like, cherry-picking a club in Newcastle who have to sell because of, like, financial rules, and they've performed better than you for the past 2 years. I feel like there's something inherently wrong there. And yeah, Sachin, I think it does speak to the broken, unfair system that's been created to purely benefit the big revenue generators, which is the Spurs, who will always be relevant even if they don't play well. So it's not even like you're being punished. It's like United. They've not been that good for over a decade, and they can still go mental in the market if they so desire. They haven't been punished, really. If they get it wrong, who cares? They'll just spend big again. If, I don't know. If Southampton get it wrong, as they eventually did, they get relegated. They had years and years and years of getting it right and making loads of money. They make a couple errors, bam, they get relegated. Sorry, Jack. They were just the best club I could think of where it was unsustainable in that they were doing everything right, so they were making profit, making loads of money, but you can't do that every single year. It's only a matter of time before you get it wrong, and then you can't bounce back from it because you're not a United or a Spurs, so... Yeah, it's... or indeed a West Ham. I feel like football... It's not a new revelation. I just don't think that's equitable. You know? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right, personally. Don't know what the solution is, but yeah, that's just like a little Nobbins thought for the day. Of course, it was Sachin. It was to safeguard the interests of a few elite clubs, no doubt. Oh, wait, that's a really good ball by Austria. Oh, hit behind, but there's no one there to receive it. There is now. Well defended. Still on the edge of Spain's box here. Olmo wins it back. And offside. Fairs. Oh, well, Nintendo, they've obviously been, well, first of all, they'll have been told you're going to get paid bare P. Like, we'll pay you more than anyone else is going to offer you in the first instance. That's incentive enough. But in the second instance, to be fair, they probably look at it and go, right, Fernandez, right, Tonali, we're buying this player. And I tell you what, we're not even done. We want to buy... They're linked to that Krupi as well. We want to sign Krupi. We want to sign Savio. We want to sign another forward. We want to do this and that. And we're going to spend loads of money. This is an exciting project to be a part of. Just, okay, you won't have Champions League for 1 year. But hey, you can be a part of a really exciting project. And we don't have to worry about European football next year. We can just go for it domestically. And you can be part of something really interesting over the next 5 years. Oh, okay. That sounds like a good... situation. Espana have a free kick. Exactly, Jack. And that will only work so long, I feel like. Now, maybe you can do it perfectly every single time. Fair play. Also, but Brighton also have a mentally rich owner who invests a lot of money into them. So, like, he spent very, very, very pretty penny on Brighton. Oh, yeah, they were very unlucky last season, to be fair. INSTA fan, yeah, so. Big combo, that. Hello, Gop, how you doing, mate? Well, to be fair, Gop, we might not even need to worry about that, because the only chance England have against playing Spain would be if both teams even reach the final. As things stand, I'm not convinced we're going to reach the final. I think we'll beat Mexico. I think we should beat Brazil. And I actually think we should beat Argentina, but I don't think we will beat Argentina, as things stand. Oh, Baena? Is that a crossbar or a save? Oh, false 2! Yamal, was it? Oh, dearie me. Oh, that should have been 2. Should have been 2 for Spain. Bloody hell. Yamal, mate, how have you not made that 2, sir? Was that the post or was that a save? Was it both? Yeah, it's the bar. Deary me. Yeah, I don't know how Yamal didn't score. Just hits it straight to the goalkeeper. Not ideal from Yamal. Michael? Hello? Who's Michael, sorry? Oh, Elise, of course. He's your boy. Yamal has been the boy today, it must be said. But he shoved him better there. That's a foul on the Austria player, surely. Oh, referee playing on. Sabitzer with the switch. I think that guy's offside, though. Kukurea clears it. Yeah, you played advantage. There you go. You're giving it away. Oh, someone's down here. Who's that? Who's that? Kabasi. Got a blade of grass on his face. Yeah, he's been decent, hasn't he? I think the goalkeeper would have saved that if it was a little bit lower, but still, he had to be there, so fair play. Fair play, I can't even lie. Just about guess a fingertip, but maybe it is a save. Fair play. Lamine Yamal, I think he needs a bit of a trim, to be honest. It's getting a bit messy there, mate. A bit Lionel messy, you know what I mean? Sort it out. Let's go have a look at the knockouts, see what games are shaping up. Paraguay, France, unfortunately, doesn't move me. Morocco, Canada might be interesting. Doesn't move me, though. USA, Belgium doesn't move me. Brazil, Norway moves me. Have you guys noticed that on FootMob, if you put your mouse cursor over the Norway side of the bracket. Like, if you put it over the Brazil-Norway game, a Viking ship rose, which is very cute. Doesn't do that for anyone else. There's no other, like, hidden feature. So I just noticed that. Half-time, 1-0. England-Mexico, of course. I've been watching that. The round of 16 games aren't moving me, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think there's that many interesting ones. But if it's Spain-Portugal, that will be interesting. Colombia-Algeria, that might be interesting. Outside of Brazil-Norway, I'm not especially moved by any as a neutral. I think the quarterfinals is where it's going to start to properly take shape, hopefully. I'd expect it to be France-Morocco. That will be a game. Probably Spain-USA. Hopefully Spain win that one. You'd assume Brazil-England. That's a big one. And then Argentina-Colombia, another big one. So, to be fair, the quarters are where it's going to be at. For shoresies. Spain have been that guy so far today. They're looking good. Not all the quarters, because one is at 1 a.m. I think the one at 1 a.m. is Argentina-Colombia. Outside of that one, yes. Yes. Because the other ones are all at reasonable times. So that should be okay to do. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Hello, Kenboy. Can the Spain's team stop France? Not the way it's currently playing, to be honest. Not the way it's currently playing. I think I need to see Nico Williams fully incorporated into the side. I think Bayern has actually been alright this game, to be fair, but I think Nico Williams is a different level of threat. And I just don't know how this defense copes. Like, Porro up against whoever they play on the left. Yeah, I don't know how that defensive unit deals with Elise, Mbappe, Doué, Barcola, Dembele, Mbappe. I don't really know how they deal with that. They may well walk. Yeah, and I hope they don't. I don't really want France to win the World Cup. It's just a bit boring, isn't it? I know that they've only won one World Cup since that period, but they've had it too easy for a decade of France. They've got a lot of very good players, and it's not really fair. They've basically had the best team in the world for the past decade. Since 2016, even in 2014, like Germany only won that game because of a Hummels header from a corner. They've easily been had the best like starting 11 in every single tournament. Maybe Belgium aside, to be fair, in one of those tournaments. Since 2016, realistically. They've been a bit too good for a decade, and it's a bit boring how much talent they have. You know, I don't think it's fair. So let someone else win, I reckon. Let Morocco win. Hey, this is the one that got ruled out. Yeah, the Germany one. Yeah, that's embarrassing, man. Terrible officiating. Terrible. The only real way to beat France is to outscore them. And the problem with that is you get past there. And here's the thing. France's forward line is not passive. Outside of Mbappe, like Elise, Dembele, Barcola, whatever combination it is, are all very intense pressers as well. So you get past that front line. Okay, now you've got to deal with a pretty solid midfield duo of Rabiot and Tchouaméni. Okay, fairs. Oh, now you've got Saliba to get past, who was like one of the best centre-backs, if not the best centre-back in the world last season. It's not like they've got a really big weakness or deficiency, to be honest with you. Upamecano as well. Incredibly pacey, physical, dominant centre-half pairing, that is. Even the full-backs, like Koundé is basically a centre-back at right-back. He's a good defensive player. So it's long. It's long to try to score multiple goals against them. I just don't really see a way past them right now. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Paraguay have got something for us, guys. Hopefully it will be France-Spain in the semis. That'll be nice. That'd be lovely. That'd be a good game. That'd be very, very fun. I think those are the two. Well, Argentina, you would say. Still think France, and what's it? In summary, France are walking it. It's not always that simple, to be fair. The best team doesn't always win the World Cup. Best team doesn't always win it, but the clever money's on France, obviously. Clever money's on France. You never know, you never know. Who knows? But it's unlikely. Argentina, maybe. I just don't think they're as good as they were. Their team doesn't move me as much. I'd rather Argentina win it, though. It'll be interesting because they would be only the third team to ever win the World Cup in back-to-back years. Italy did it in the 30s. I think they won it in 34 and then 38. I think one of those World Cups is contested because that was a Mussolini World Cup. Question mark on whether anyone was, bribed or threatened. And then Brazil did it in 58 and 62. And they did it in Yeah, and they did it in 1970. But which team won it in 1966 to prevent... I mean, they didn't prevent a quadruple. I don't even know who knocked Brazil out in 66. I don't think it was England. Was it West Germany? Does anyone know? Who knocked Brazil out in 66? Because they were on for winning 4 World Cups in a row. 58, 62, 70. But then we won in 66. We are the Liverpool, yeah? In the Man City era. In the Man City-Liverpool rivalry era. Was it West Germany who knocked them out? They were out in the group stage. You're frauds, honestly. Oh, did Eusebio knock them out? Oh. Welp. These frauds didn't even get out of the group stages. Mental behaviour. Who knocked out Portugal? I feel like I should know the 66 World Cup a bit more. Was it West Germany? Did we have a piss easy run? No, 1966. Did England have a piss easy run? Who did we even play? Hello? Oh, we beat Portugal. Yes, fuck off, Eusebio. I mean, rip, obviously. Big up to him, legend. But, for 1966, yeah, hold that. He won the Golden Boot in 1966, didn't you know? I think he scored 1 million goals against Korea. Soviet Union, they were a team back then. I think they won a Euros around that period. Can't remember the exact year. Big up to you, Sabio. What a boy. Does City really want Camavinga, says Shimi? I'm going to say no. It's probably just agent talk or whatever. I don't know. Oh, England versus Dr. Congo. I'm very, very happy that we won, obviously, but my opinion hasn't changed. That as soon as we come up against a good team, we're going to struggle. It's all well and good saying that, oh, the game will open up and we'll be better, but the game will open up and then they will fucking attack our defense. Our defense has been our weakest part of our game, so North Korea World Cup knockout stage, the funny site, yeah. Well, there was another one. I think was it in 2010 where they played Portugal and then Portugal absolutely twatted them. I'm sure. Something like that. In it, Olive. It's out, yeah, from the sounds of it, it's Real Madrid who want to offload him, whereas Camavinga's like, well, I just want to stay here. I don't want to go. I'm not being funny, but Real Madrid to City, I'm not trying to shit on my own club being that guy, but Real Madrid to City is a downgrade because Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world. So I love that Joe Hart reaction, by the way. Yeah. So like, why? I don't know why you would want to leave unless your position's untenable, but he's just chilling, isn't he? So that's the thing. Oh, yeah, big up to Anderson. Big up to my boy Elliot. That's my boy. The script is nearly done. I'm just finalizing the out of possession section. And then I want to do my conclusion. And then I need to record it. And then I need to edit it. But the script is nearly done, which is good. I do this every single time, guys. I say, right, that video, that analysis video, took way too long, way too much effort, and way too much of my time. I'm going to make the next video, like, really, it's going to be way shorter. It's going to be only 10 minutes long, and it's going to take me like a quarter of the time to make, and I can get on with my pathetic life. Unfortunately, I can't help myself, and I just keep typing. So what I wanted to just be a 10-minute video is now currently only, I'm not finished yet. I'm probably going to write another 500 words. It's going to be around, it's just going to be a couple hundred words less than the Maresca video, which was 40 minutes long. So this is going to be at least 30 minutes, to be honest with you, depending on how fast I talk. I just can't help myself. It's going to be a 35 minute video. I just don't like my life, clearly. It's currently 19 pages, 4,700 words. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. The Gahey one, whenever I get around to that will be a short one. I'm going to set myself 10 minutes. I'm only allowed to talk about him for 10 minutes. That's going to be more of a review video anyway. So that should be shorter. I am, Olive. I'm annoyed. Why do I do this? Like, okay, guys, yeah. Now, I don't know how long I was going to talk about his passing, yeah? The specific passing section is over 1,000 words. Why am I talking about passing for over 1,000 words? How have I done that? I should be able to say he breaks lots of lines. Okay, next section. Next section, guys. What's wrong with me? I popped a light on because it's getting a bit dark. So yeah, as it turned out, guys, I've got a lot to say. I've got a lot to say about him. You'll be happy to hear that what I have to say is positive. So that's nice. That is nice. I've got some issues, but this is mainly going to be a very positive video, so, you know, that'd be nice. Just because I couldn't bother putting the lights on, because I'll be so honest. Yeah, of course there's negatives. It's not a fluff piece. It's balanced. There's no perfect player. This is a mad thing. Pellegrini's first signing was Fernandinho. Pep's was Gundo. Maresca's is Anderson. It's a good. It speaks to how important that area of the pitch is. I'd mind a fluff piece. That means that I'm just talking for the sake of talking. There's no perfect signing out there. There's always something bad to say about every player. Some trait that could be better or whatever. So that's the thing. Yeah. There we go. So my aim is to try to finish that tonight. Get it recorded tomorrow. There's some ad clips I need to record tomorrow as well. And then maybe work on editing it over the weekend. Then maybe it'll be out mid next week, something like that. Now, I remember doing a video when Haaland was announced. I think it was like why Haaland's a perfect player. And that was just like an immediate reaction video. If I was doing an analysis video, I guess the main thing would be Haaland was used to playing like direct football. How is that going to translate? That's a big question. But he's so good in the box, it's largely irrelevant. It probably would have been the assessment. So that probably would have been like a borderline perfect video with just like a caveat of Is it directly scalable? Would have been the only question, but then I would have argued against that. So you know what I mean. Pig up Godry. Hello, Victor. I have good news for you. We want to sign Wharton via Hugo Viana. Price been asked, and it's 110 million. I don't think we will sign him, but that's I wouldn't be upset if we did. I would be interested in Wharton. I would be interested for Shawsies. For Luke Shawsies. TBH. Second half's about to kick off, guys. Yeah. And don't know if I told you guys, but we do have a new sponsor on the channel for the next couple of months, which is very, very lovely. So thank you guys for all of your support for making things like this happen. It's very beautiful. It's only a couple months to be getting on with. We'll see how things go, of course. But they will be featured in the next upload. So stay tuned for that. I believe it is a very good product. I've been using the product for over a month now, and it has benefited me. I won't reveal what it is. You'll find out. But I would sincerely recommend checking them out if it's something that interests you when it gets revealed. So I've written some pre-recorded scripts to plug them, and hopefully that will be a good time because they let me write my own script. That's the thing, which is good. That's a green flag for me. If I ever have to do a sponsor and they say you must read this script word for word, I'd probably go no. Like nah, to be honest, mate. So there we go. Skin's been glowing. I was gonna say something really bad then. I'm not gonna say that. Ignore. Yeah, so that's the thing. Oh my god, Ninja Cream, that would be a crazy sponsor, you know? I mean, mad. Can you imagine? Oh, we got Chuck Ball. I didn't know. Has he always been Austrian? I feel like he was English, or was he born in England? He switched a couple months ago. Thank you. I thought so. Seems like that's like when you see, was it Matty Cash representing Poland, and you're like, the fuck did that happen? When on earth did that happen? I don't know. Let's find out. You'd assume it, you assume his like grandfather or something was Austrian. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, he represented England at youth level. He was born in Vienna. Oh. How interesting. Do we know when he moved to England? I don't know. That's interesting. Cool. Very cool. Sick. Personal life. Born in Vienna to Nigerian parents, raised in Northampton. Cool. He attended St. James Church of England Primary School in Northampton. Okay, so he moved when he was a child, when he was very young, still in primary school. Cool. That's sweet. I'm not saying it now, Nintendo. No. There's a joke about how if a woman says, or is told, "Oh, you look glowing today." Oh, thanks. It's because I was going to say that, but I thought better of it. If you know, you'll know. Anyway, guys, the second half has started in earnest. It's all kicking off. You have David Raya. I mean, big up to Bilbao. Big up to Bilbao, obviously. But you got David Raya, and you got Juan Garcia, and you're sticking with Simon. I'm not being funny, but what is that? What is that in aid of? Like, come on, mate. Come on. Make the correct call. Juan Garcia is arguably... He's probably the second best goalkeeper in the world, isn't he? Courtois the best. Garcia might be the second best. I just don't... Based on last season anyway, I just don't know how that works. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I do know Fairs. How you doing, Big Shark? Maybe see him as a favourite. I mean, look, he is a good player. I think he's got a mental release clause. I think it's something like 500 million or something insane. I'm sure like Bilbao players generally have ridiculous release clauses. I might be wrong on that. Oh no, still a very good goalkeeper, but you know, Garcia. I'm sure it's something insane. Which makes sense because Bilbao's pool of players is very limited, so they need to protect them. And it's a Spanish thing. Hello, Scorpio, how are you doing? What are your thoughts on that proposal? Was it a proposal where something like... I don't know if it's coming into action now or if it was just like a suggestion, but something like FIFA wants all contracts to have release clauses in them. Oh, Yamal! Oh, he got beaten there, and he gives away a foul. What are your guys' thoughts on that coming into play, if it did come into play? I feel like it's really not fair for the lesser clubs. Oh, they've won it back out the pitch here, Spain. I should have gone for Bayern there, mate. It gives players more control. It's not a good thing, says Naveen. Yeah. I understand the thought process because I guess the idea is that you can't have, in theory, you can't have more situations where a player rebels against the club and you know, downs tools to force a move because the club can just say, pay the release clause. But at the same time, Julian Alvarez has a release clause and he's still throwing his toys out the pram allegedly. So that's not really a thing. So, and Atletico are literally saying, or pay the release clause, and Alvarez is still having a paddy. So it doesn't really resolve that, does it? If that were the intent. You're either going to have a situation where players move to clubs and are given release clauses which are just impossible to activate. Like, you know, your release clause is £20 billion. Unless like FIFA started introducing caps. You're either going to have a situation like that where clubs protect their players like that, or you can have a situation where a player doesn't join a club unless they demand it at a reasonable price, in which case they're literally just using it for a stepping stone and the club can't even get a decent price out of them. So I think it's a bad move for the less. It's a great move for the big clubs. It gives the big clubs more say and more authority and more power. But they already have all of that anyway. Do the big clubs need more power? I would say no. So I think it's a bad thing, to be honest with you. It's very hard to, and they pay big wages as well in Bilbao as well. For that reason, they know they have to try to safeguard those interests. And big up to Nico Williams to committing to Bilbao because he was going to go to Barca at one point, but so big up to him for committing to that. That'd be fun, Nunes, but I think Stones is done as a starter. I think it's going to be Gahey Contra as the main pairing. That's something that's going to be a thing. I don't even know if it's definitely going to be implemented or it's just a suggestion. I'm not even sure. Come on, Spain. Score another goal. Kill this game. I need you in the next round, honestly. I need it. I need it. He is being paid mad P. But he'd be getting paid mad P at Barca as well, I guess. Oh, look at that on your left, Olmo. You went to the right, you stupid half-wit. FIFA still be implemented. That's so stupid. It suits the big clubs and it suits the agents earning money off those big clubs. Oh, Yamal, Olmo, Rodri. Oh. God damn. Oh. Petri Baina. Cuckoo. Rodders. What I'd give for a Rodri screamer. See one of us Ronaldo haters. I don't know if I hate Ronaldo, but well, I might do actually because he's an alleged rapist. So to be fair, I might. I don't know enough about that case to talk about it. To be honest, I just know he's an alleged rapist. But he's Homelander, isn't he, as well? So, you know, he's finished and washed as a player. Oh, not tactical touch. No, I think there's family stuff happening Friday, Saturday, so no streams. No touchline talk either. Because of the aforementioned family stuff. Some of them think they're going to win it, Kazoo. I need Spain to give them a reality check. Come on, Rod, let's have a shot. Oh, it wasn't that far off, you know. It was low. Not hit with that much pace, but it wasn't that far off. Went for placement. What, like before the World Cup, Nunes? I don't know. IDK. 3 kittens. I've not seen that anywhere. That's cute, though. It's very cute, though. What's the US's nickname? England are the 3 Lions. What's the US? Are they like the Stars and Stripes or something? What's their name? Oh, Yamal. Gringos, that's class. I've seen Narcos. I know what that means. And what's the US national team's name? Or is it actually? Surely not. Isn't that an insult? There's no way it actually is the Stars and Stripes. So they're that predictable. Come on, man. Get some originality, guys. Shoot. Fucking hell. Oh, God. They definitely will get to the quarters. I think that Belgium are a bit shit. I believe that we will win. Oh, yeah. Come on now. My God, those gifs. I mean, yeah, I know you shouldn't laugh because it's a very serious situation, but I can't deny it is funny. It's like, you know, those football gifs where it's like the US when they get to a shootout and learn they can't bring their AKs. Oh my God, so bad. What type of songs do I like? I like different genres, but I'd say my preferred genre is like sort of pop punk music from like the early noughties. That's probably my favourite. So stuff like Blink-182, Sum 41, Busted, Green Day, Bowling for Soup, Simple Plan, My Chemical Romance. That sort of music, that's probably my favourite, that's my go-to. But I also love 80s. Not really R&B. I like hip-hop, though. I like hippity hop, guys. And rap. Yeah. Petri! I do like Coldplay. Yeah, I do like Coldplay. They're quite good. I've got to be in a certain mood to listen to Coldplay, though. Do I have the... What, Pink Panthers? We watched the Pink Panther film recently. Oh! Porro! Ah, the cross is a bit stinky. I like some Coldplay. I don't really know who that is, Jack, I'll be honest. I'm assuming that's an artist. I don't really know who that is. Easy for Simon. Easy for Simon. A female artist. No idea who she is. So she didn't do da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da. Little Dicky, what do you call me? Hello? Oh, I like Post Malone as well. I don't know what genre he is. He's sort of like a mix of pop and rap in a way. Something like that. If you're good enough, you can name your band anything. Yes, if you're a certain level. But there are some where like the band is just like never gonna be a heavy hit because of the name. He's country now. I'll tell you what, he did a collab, which is like a country song. It's like with that Morgan Wallen guy, who I'd never heard of, but banger song. I Had Some Help. What a fucking tune that is. I had some help. Ain't I think I can make this kind of mess up by myself. Don't act like you ain't help me pull the bottle off the shelf. And deep in every weekend, if you couldn't tell, this the teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. That's a good song. Absolute banger. I do like Latin music. Like Mrs. Dobbins has been massively into Bad Bunny recently. I can't do standard country music because it's way too like. It just, I don't know. It sounds like something I'd hear from The Boys. You know, like a fucking Volt advert or something. Broken espresso machine, hello. I like espresso macchiato. Mi amore, mi amore. That's Eurovision. I'm a piano. No, I don't know what that is. I do like some Eminem as well, some Slim. A little bit of Slim. Sean Paul was good as well. I like Sean Paul. He's Latin, is he? Is that the official term for his, or is that R&B? I don't know. I'm not especially good with genres. I don't really know what Afrobeats is. I'll be real. I don't know what that is. Arnautovic, how is this guy still going? How is he still a thing? Crazy. Crazy. He used to be really good at Stoke, to be fair to him. Once upon a time. Memories. That's a terrible ball, is it? Oh, he's somehow made it work. And now he's fallen over. I'm missing out, apparently. I'm sure I'll cope. I'll be fine. Oh my god, they wanted him for like a day. And then there was a fucking meltdown on Twitter. Oh, what a ball! And Austria could have scored, man. And then there was like a meltdown online. And then like United had to come out and say, okay, guys, we're actually not going to sign him now. Chill. It was so funny. I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure they basically changed their mind because of the mental reaction that they got to the notion that they were going to sign him, which is crazy. Have I seen the news regarding the English government warning fans about going to Mexico? I have not, but I'm assuming that what is it, like a travel risk or something, because you might get jumped by Mexican fans or something, I don't know. Something like that. Oh, if Yamal can get to that, and I think he will, and he's onside here, this is dangerous. He's got space to run into. He's being doubled up on, though. He needs some support. Here it is. Olmo. It's blocked. You know what? I forgot Ralph Rangnick was their fucking manager. Fair play. Has made dumbasses indeed. Well, apparently, I don't even know this, but my mum was telling me today that apparently what the Mexican fans did against Ecuador, the team, was not only did they set a load of fireworks off outside of their hotel, but they also caused a load of traffic delays to make them like hours late to the stadium, something like that. I don't know if that's confirmed. You know, that's what Mother Nobbins, the streets told me that. I don't know how true that is. But that's fucked. That's cheating, isn't it? I don't like that. Just like let the game happen. You know what I mean? Like if you have to, it's a very childish thing whenever you see like fans of other clubs go, "Oh yeah, we set a load of fireworks off outside the team's hotel." It's like, are you 12 years old? What are you doing? Your team's so shit that they can't just win over 90 minutes. Like, are you okay? Puyol and Chiellini. Stop cutting to the FIFA wanker. Don't like it. You know, you got to be some form of shit to be worse than Sepp Blatter, by the way. I don't know how that works. Now, the traffic thing isn't confirmed. That was a Mother Nobbins claim. I don't know. She may have been capping. She may have been pulling my leg. But that's what I was told. It could be fake news. It could be a vicious rumor. It could be a vicious rumor. Rodri's surgery is to clean up the dirt and residue that has grown on the bone. Okay. I have no idea what that means. In case you guys couldn't tell, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not nearly intelligent enough to know what's going on there. I really hope he extends, man. Lots of City fans have moved on from Rodri. I'm not. I can't do that. To be honest with you, I can't do that. I need Rodri to stay at my football club. I heard the flights for the Ecuadorian team got delayed or something, and they arrived late. Maybe Mother Nobbins was capping. For real. Yeah, and it's sort of like what I don't really get is the whole, it happened with Gvardiol as well. It's this whole, look, if he doesn't want to stay, then get rid of him. He needs to go. And like, to a certain degree, yes. Like if a player's maneuvering a move and is desperate to go, like, and is like soiling themselves to go, oh, Yamal, what can he produce? Nah, dispossessed. Like, I get that. But at the same time, it's not like first sign of a player maybe not wanting to commit their future. Oh, get rid of him. He's not committed to the club. Guys, this is their job at the end of the day. So let's try to convince them to stay before we throw them off and sack them off. Maybe. Like, if why don't we have a conversation with a player and go, well, how can we convince you to stay rather than just, oh, he's not committed, get rid of him. I just don't get that mentality at all. Especially when it's a player like Gvardiol or like Rodri, where they are world fucking class. Cucurella! Baena! Oh, what a ball, Baena! Is that... Oh, I thought that was Rodri for a second. I got so excited. It's Pedro Porro. What a ball by Baena, though. He's had a great game, to be fair to him. Porro's first goal for España comes at a crucial time in the World Cup finals. And it was excellent creativity by Baena. And you'd assume that that is that. Big up to the champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. I know, should have been Rodri. That would have been a Rodri-coded box-crashing goal. Yeah, he's having a good game, to be fair, he's Baena. Can't even deny. Is he onside? Oh, yeah, easy onside. Yeah, fair play to Baena. Good cross. Takes down the outside, spots the run. Great goal. Yeah, great goal. Lovely. Yeah, I'm enjoying this Baena performance. I will still back my my thoughts. I would rather we signed Baena than Wirtz in the summer. I still would have preferred that. Can't lie, won't lie. It wasn't even to do with quality. It was more to do with funds, but, you know. Oh, once a blue, always a blue. Oh, dear. There's still time for Rodri to get on the score sheet for realsies. Yeah, in it, Kazoo, with the contract talk, yeah. just don't really get. I think it's because that's these people. They think they're sort of being like a better fan or something by going, oh, it's the club's bigger than any player and da da da. It's almost like a moral high ground thing, and it's like yeah, no player is bigger than the club, obviously, but at the same time, if you can convince a world-class player to stay at your club, and all you have to do is offer them a bit more money or give them an incentive to stay and have a conversation with them, maybe do that first, especially if they are an excellent footballer, rather than just, nah, get rid of them. We don't need you. We live without you, and we'll live after you, yeah? Okay, yeah, fine, but that's missing the point. I don't get it after all this time. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Australia, Egypt. How much am I not going to watch that game? For real, I've no interest. Sorry, Omar. I have no desire. Is it desire? Desire, that means to desire in Spanish, guys. Yeah, I'm cultured. I'm educated in the language of the Spain. Que desea? That means what do you desire? What do you want? Someone might say that to you in a restaurant. That's what the L stands for in LNobbins, yeah. Que desea? What do you desire? Un donut, por favor. Un donut. Que? Oh, hello, Andrew. How you doing, mate? Egypt are entertaining to watch. If they get past Egypt, I'll watch them. Would they play Argentina after that? I'll watch that game, to be fair. How much Spanish do I know? Poco. Probably Olive, yeah. Was that a Palestine flag that I saw? Rah! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Poco. Oh. Wait, it's the first time Spain has scored more than one goal in the knockout stage since 1994. How is that a real stat? Hello? Fucking hell, these little 1-0 merchants. Absolutely clapped, for real. We walk all over these frauds. Oh my god, Kazuya, it's just embarrassing. Oh, Mikel Moreno. Oh, pause nonsense, yeah. In it. Get a proper number 9, you shitbags. I don't know who I'm looking at there. Don't know who those people are. That's what the commentator just said. I guess it makes sense to a degree because they weren't impressive in 2022, were they? Who knocked them out in 2020? I can't even remember. 2018, I feel like they were shit. 2014, they didn't even get out of the groups. Was it Morocco? Can't even recall. Spain or France? Spain better in defense for me, says Andrew. Yeah. My instinct going into the tournament was Spain are a more balanced team. That's why I had them as my favourites. But at what level, at what point does an attack become so imperious when also supported by the right defensive ecosystem that balance doesn't matter as much? And it's just our 4 attackers will shit all over you. It's an interesting one. That's why if they play, that will it solve the question? I don't know. Oh, it's Varane. That's good defending, to be fair. Spurs want James. That'll be a rough one. He ain't coming back if he leaves. Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know what's happening with Kimski, though, Sachin, because originally Kimski was apparently going to be the number 1, so I don't know. don't know. I don't know. Russia knocked out Spain. Oh, was that on penalties? Vaguely. Jack, chill. Why are you bullying Morocco? Respect Morocco. Sorry for wanting the continent of Africa to pop off in a World Cup, yeah? Why not a fan of Morocco, Nunes? You lost respect for them. Why? Oh, why? What did the fans do? I don't know what the fans have done, but... You know. Oh, were they both on penalties? Oh. Oh, was it one Italy? I remember Italy knocking Spain out in a penalty shootout, but that might have been the Euros. Can't remember. There's so much football, guys. I can't remember it all. Rodri dispossessed there by Arnautovic, and he's having a shout and a cry. Oh, that's fuck, Jack. Yeah, that's pretty fucking grim. Unfortunately, every single fan base is going to have a horrible ultras contingent who are just a bunch of twats. Which is a massive shame. Bunch of wankers. I don't know, Andrew. I can't recall. I just can't recall. Bad ball, just straight out for a goal kick. Yeah, fairs, man. Pedro Porro scored a goal, and now he thinks he's fucking Harry Kane in the Pirlo role. Mad. They don't. They don't. It's a dark stain on any fan base. And unfortunately, basically every single club, nation has an element of that because humans are just not very nice. Or some humans are not very nice. And they just bring the whole species down, you know? Oh, we're having a fight for no reason, guys. Handbags, handbags. He's fucking GoPro on this referee's face. I don't know anything about Frankfurt, to be honest, Sachin. Larson at Frankfurt, don't know enough about him. Yeah, again, Evan, Hakeem. There are so many footballers with fucking rape allegations at this tournament, man. The fuck is that all about? What is going on in the world? Horrible. Where would City finish in the World Cup? What, this World Cup? Sorry, this City? Might make it out of the groups, depending on who we're playing. I've not seen Bastoni news, no. Porro! I don't know if I'd go that extreme. It depends on the run. Depends on the run. I think this City team, for example, might struggle against a Senegal, for example. I think we struggle. It's not a foul. Get up, mate. There we go. Yeah, it depends on the route. If it was like England's route, I think we'd be still in it by now. Investigation for underage prostitution. What the fuck? What? They leaked the whole text chain between Bastoni and an agency. What the fuck is wrong? Now, maybe it's not true, but like, what the fuck is wrong with the depravities, is that the right word, of wealthy men? The whole Epstein Island thing and all the fucking millionaires over there. You got all these rich footballers who think they can do whatever they want, like raping people and having underage prostitution rings. What is going on? Who do these people think they are, for God's sake? The Regari stuff. No, what's that? What's happening now? Bastoni Files is mental. Literally, Kazoo, and they think they can get away with it. And I'd say, unfortunately, they know they can get away with it. Because what's happened to Mason Greenwood? You know, there's literal... sorry to talk about sexual assault and rape, guys, on a football stream. Sorry about that if it's a triggering topic. But he literally... There was an audio of him fucking doing it. And he's playing elite-level football in France. Like, where's the fucking punishment? So when people say, oh, it ruins lives, bullshit. It's not ruining their fucking lives at all. They're still playing at the highest fucking level. What's going on? You got fucking that Japanese player. You've got Party. You got Hakimi. There's like at least 3 that I've named there. I feel like I'm missing some. Ronaldo. Yeah, get banned, little bastards. There's at least 4 at this bloody World Cup. Well, not anymore, they got knocked out, but still. At least 4. Homeland here. Hey, what is going on here with all these bots? Guys, leave my stream alone. We're having a conversation here about sexual assault, and I've got bots trying to come into... Oh my god, this is an amazing move by Austria. Oh, if that was a goal in the end of that, I would have seen. So yeah, TLDR. Rich people are liable to committing heinous acts. And it's pretty disgusting and vile, to be honest with you. They do, definitely, Andrew. 100%, mate. 100%. People who wanted that, Nunes, I think they are scum. And I think less of them. And I'm a better person than you, to be honest. Yes. Although when you got like, oh... Like when we're like talking about right-wing option, you got people sincerely recommending a rapist. I'm like... You fucking stupid. Hello. My prediction for Croatia-Portugal. Portugal 1-0. That's what I'll say. Ruggieri paid women to say racist stuff about black people and then sent voice notes to said women pleasing himself. What the fuck? What's wrong with these fucking hell? Why? Hello, D. I'm doing very well, mate. We're just talking about the weird antics of these mentalists. Like, guys, I don't want to kink shame. You know. Oh, great ball by Kukurea. Oh, shit touch by Ferran. Really bad ball. I don't want to kink shame, you know. More power to you, so long as you're not harming anyone else and it's all consensual and everyone's of a good age and whatnot. Fair play. But that is just weird. And there is harm going on because there's racism involved, so yeah. Oh my god, yeah, the fucking list. Yeah, so Bayner is my boy for this game. I've enjoyed his performance. He can be the low-key hero. Shit list. I'm all ears for the shit list. I feel like the whole Austria teams have been a little bit smelly. I was thinking maybe the referee for disallowing that goal, but I don't know if that's extreme enough to get on the shit list. Oh, I thought it was going to be a goal, you know. Kukurea just because it's crazy. What do you guys reckon? Who should go on the shit list? Rodri for not signing a contract. It doesn't have to be a player. I don't even know. No, Jack, I'm not putting on Yamal. I like Yamal. Oh. Fran Torres. Ah, shit there. I don't want to put Yamal on the shit list. Oh, that's fair, Jack. IDK. I don't think there's been a player who's, like, annoyed me that much today. I'll tell you what's going to go on the shit list. My VHS. Can we have my VHS player for the audio breaking? Because that properly fucked me off. Can we have that on the shit list? Does that count? Or is that like too... Is that too niche? Yeah, if we can. Here's my list. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, the VHS player is going on for the audio levels breaking and pissing me off. You know what I mean? City work to complete. The manga signing. Yes, it's an interesting one. I have no thoughts on it, though. Have zero thoughts. Oh, he's called Posh. Big up to Lamine. Who's the most annoying player in the world? Oh my god. Most annoying. Probably Vinicius Jr. To be honest. Gabriel's a good shout. True part. And he's not annoying. He's just a cunt. Exactly. Annoying can be like, oh, you're a nuisance. You're a pest like a mosquito. Or annoying like I fucking hate you. Or annoying like, why do you always score against us, you prick? Yeah, Rudiger's annoying. Højbjerg. Fuck Højbjerg. God, he's a prick. But I think I just hate Højbjerg. That's not annoying. I just despise him. So yeah. Take your pick. Bruno Fernandes, obviously. Another big shout. Oh, they're all laying here. Great ball. It could be 3 here. It's across the goal. Falls 2. Oh, it's off the line. Yamal again. Got good contact there. That'll be a foul. Deary me. Oh, I respect Bernardo Angie. I respect him. Yeah, he is quite good, Kazoo, to be honest. Alba's having a cry at something. It's okay, mate. It's not that serious. You get knocked out. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Chill, 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 chill. Chill, chill, chill. You're all good, mate. Oh, he's fuming. Off the line from Alaba. He's like, bop. Yamal is off. Yeah, Rudiger just seems like a prick as well. To be honest with you. Seems like a very angry man. Fleckenov, fucking Flecken, he's a prick. Oh, it has a shit game every game until he comes up against us and it turns into prime fucking Buffon. Like the bastard that he is. So yeah, that's a good shout. Little wanker. Oh, yeah, that too, when he broke his face. Little prick. Wanker, wanker, wanker. Oh, yeah, I think that's right, Olive. I think that might be correct. There's a whole weird thing with Madrid, though, wasn't there? Excuse me. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I fucking hated Ramos. I thought Ramos was one of the most overrated players in football history. Not that he wasn't very good, because he was very good, but people were like putting him up there with fucking Maldini. And I was like, fuck off. Like, he was very good, but he was not like in the absolute highest upper echelon of defender. He was high-key overrated, always getting sent off. Oh! Is Gavi wearing the number 9? Have I missed that? Why is Gavi wearing the number 9? What the fuck is that all about? He did score a lot of goals, but yeah, I just thought it was overrated. Again, that's not the same as saying he was bad. I fucking hated Pepe. He was just an angry man. An angry, angry man. Why, Nunes? What's that all about? Who's Gavi think he is? That might be right, Kazoo. But Bruggen, to be fair, I thought that he played quite well. And we got knocked out, but still. Yeah, Pepe's just a knobhead. Massive knobhead. Here we go. Space is opening up. It's Gavi. But no one's even joined the attack. They're bored. It's like, guys, let's just circulate the ball. We've won. It's chill. That's fair, Evan. Yeah, even if he wants to take the allegations away, whatever. Especially nowadays, he's just stinky, stinky boy. Mourinho annoyed me. I think Mourinho's, like, hype is probably what annoyed me the most, because there was a period to hype Mourinho, and that was from, like, 2004 through to 2015-ish. That was the time to hype Mourinho. You'll notice that that's over a decade ago. Oh, what a ball, Cucurella. If he's onside, what a finish. What a goal. Well done, Cucurella. Again, that's lovely. Yeah, Cucurella should probably get man of the match, but my low-key hero is Baena. Excellent goal. There we go. Easy enough in the end for Espana. And Austria are going out. No surprise. Yeah, Oyarzabal. Fair play, fair play. Yeah, exactly, Kazoo. And it's the fact that whenever you talk about Mourinho and like people try to have conversations about, you know, the best ever, they will always bring up something that happened in 2004. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. Now name something that he did that was elite in the last 10 years. And they go silent real quick. How many times has that lad been sacked in the past decade? I feel like he's been sacked more than he's won relevant trophies. Oh yeah, that wasn't a good look either, was it, Nunes, with the whole Benfica situation? That was a pretty shit look. So he's got that going against him as well. Yo, that kid is locked in. What a boy. That'd be so funny, Hydro. It's going to be so interesting because Mourinho's so adamant on, you know, defensive work rate and pressing. And he's got Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe in his team. Like, how's that going to work? I don't think you can get away with that, can you? It's going to be interesting. I hope that it implodes and that he doesn't even get out of the season. Fuck Mourinho. Honestly. The fact that people try to put him into the Guardiola conversation is just embarrassing. Ticking time bomb, yeah. Literally is. Literally is. Fuck Madrid, though. All my homies hate Madrid. Stop trying to sign all of our players, you nonces. Yeah? Thankfully, the Ruben Diaz rumours have quieted down, which is good. But they wanted Joshko, didn't they? Fuck off. Leave him alone. Yeah? Want Rodri? Leave him alone. That's my Ballon d'Or winner, yeah? Exactly right. I think that's what Evan was alluding to, or whoever that was, sorry. Maybe not, Naveen. Maybe not. Easy out, Rodders. Preserve the clean sheet. Preserve the clean sheet. Yeah, you can have Calvin. Oh, yeah, but they've already got Bernardo. Deep cross. Simon, easy enough. Easy enough. KP44 season is wild. Spain move me, says KDB the GOAT. There'll be one to watch. They're still one of the favourites. And I'm pretty sure that it will be Portugal they play next. You'd assume Portugal beat Croatia. I would back Spain to beat Portugal. And if I really hope that that's going to be a good game, Spain-Portugal. That should be fun. Lots of quality on the pitch. Lots of quality for realsies. Bernardo and Rodri reunited. Laporte and Bernardo reunited. And Cancelo. And Ruben Diaz. And all of these boys. Petri! Yeah, we don't talk about CR rape allegation 47, whatever he's called. That's quite a yawn. Do you want to challenge me, you little bastards? 3.5 minutes, team. Zare Emery. I was trying to figure out who that was. He's interesting. I don't think he's going to leave Paris, though. Spain Portugal's on the same day as the England game. Is it on at a good time? I feel like it must be. Yeah, it's on at 8 o'clock. Is that in my list of games to stream? It is. There we go. Assuming it's Spain Portugal anyway. We're doing Norway, Brazil will be the next stream on the channel. I'll repeat, guys. There's no touchline talk tomorrow. I'm sorry there hasn't been one this week, though. On Tuesday, I was ill. Tomorrow, it's family stuff. So there just won't be a stream. I don't have time. So normal service will resume next week, hopefully. And yes, back on Sunday. No England watch along because it's at 1 a.m. Hopefully England beat Mexico, and there will be another England watch along against Brazil, because that will be a fun game. I think the last time, I might be wrong. No. Yeah, the last time England played Brazil in a World Cup was definitely 2002. When they beat us 2-1, I think. Can't believe we lost that game, man. If we won that game, we win the World Cup, you know. We scored first as well, man. So annoying. I think, unfortunately, yeah, I reckon Brazil beat Norway. I know that Norway have got the Haaland factor, and that will always be a thing, but I just don't... There's not enough going on in Norway's midfield and in their defensive line. There's not enough going on to compete with Brazil, I'm going to say, unfortunately. We are all Norwegian, absolutely. Hopefully Norway can somehow do it. If Haaland can do it, mate, yeah, literally. I need Ødegaard to have a good game, and that's, you know, asking for a lot. So we'll see. Guys, we'll see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? But unlikely. Oh, Spain and Mexico, the only two teams who've not conceded a goal. Yeah, crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. It's whipped. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Oh. That's Kiss, by the way. That's my favourite Kiss song. Oh, the rowing is great. The way to improve that, though, I get it that Ødegaard's the captain and he's got to lead the drumming. But let's be real. Ødegaard does not look like a Viking. Like, if you are a priest, a Christian priest in like the 7th century or whenever it was that the Norways first turned up to what was that fucking monastery they invaded? I can't remember. What was the first one? Can't remember. Are you going to be intimidated at Ødegaard running at you with an axe? No. Are you going to be intimidated with Haaland running at you with anything? Yes. So Haaland should be the one leading the drum chants, really. Get Ødegaard in the fucking boat. Let that man row, yeah? Well, exactly, yeah. He'd have to do some sort of dagger, because he would fall over it. Should be a maid, yeah. A wench. 3-0 to Spain in the end, guys. Pretty boring game, because Spain were just superior throughout the vast majority of it. But Spain looked good. And no surprises, their left side absolutely popped off. So that's good, because Yamal should have scored. Yamal still had a good game. But Kukure and Bayern are absolutely popped off. And fair play to Oyarzabal as well. Big up. So they now probably are going to be playing Portugal. But you never know what Croatia could do. And they play at midnight or something. Yeah, they play at midnight tonight. So that's going to be a good game. Portugal, Croatia as well. And the winner of that will play Spain. I'm hoping for Croatia. I'm hoping for Portugal. I think that'll be a more balanced, interesting game. An Iberico derby, an Iberian derby. Is that the term? The Iberian Peninsula. something like that. I'll probably have the game on in the background as I'm finalising my script. So that will be a thing for shoresies. Erdekart on lookout, yeah. Linda's Farm. Linda's Farm. I think that was the first monastery that the Vikings invaded when they first came to Britain in like the 7th century or whenever it was. I don't know the exact year. And they destroyed and they killed a whole load of innocent monks, which was kind of fucked up, to be honest with you. But there we go. Yeah, Ranick's got that Elon Musk build. Insane behavior. Mad. How does one acquire this physique? I hope Gavardio still has a good game. But you know, I think he's getting knocked out. I'll be honest. Yeah, he does though. He definitely does though, doesn't he, Jack? 100%. How he definitely does. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know like what liquids and solids you have to consume to get that. Yeah, 100%. It's so weird. It's properly odd. Oh dear. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Big up to all of you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back on Sunday for a Haaland watch along against the mighty Brazil. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Have a lovely Friday and Saturday, and I'll be back on Sunday, guys. Big up to all of you. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I shall be back for more content in a few days' time. Bye.